Well, hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. I hope you are doing well. Let's get to it. So I do know that this episode is going to be ridiculously late. I'm still feeling absolutely crap there, so I'm definitely still gonna try and get this one pushed out as well. So then let's take a look. We out here in the middle of nowhere. Dark Matter Reanimated SAM loading is going to be the aim of this one. And then I think, let me just search here for the SAM ore. And alive, our list has been getting quite big, hasn't it? Okay, let's take a look here. I know there's a normal node somewhere over here. This is an impure one. With a Mark III miner fully overclocked, we're getting about 300 per minute. I do want to get a lot more than that though. We got another one closer that's impure. We can get 300 there as well. Or we can go for this normal node that we can get quite a bit more from. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I also made a change over here. We got a drone port to load the time crystals that we're producing from the previous episode. Still have to go and add a drone port for the fixed side trigons. But that, I don't know, we're not using it yet. So we'll get that done when we do start having to put them into production. I'm trying to think. The thing is, I like the way this nuclear power plant turned out to be as well. It's a couple of larger buildings smashed together, and I just think so far from all of the buildings that looks a lot better. I will definitely be going over all of the buildings sometime in the near future. I just want to get all of the transportation sorted out and start with this dark matter production. And with that being said, over here we got our nitrogen production. And then we got our oil production way over here. So I'm thinking of using this water over this side somewhere in order to add a massive production there for our dark matter production and everything else that we might need with that. So then let's go with a Mark IV belt in between everything here. It's all connected up to power and everything ready to go. Let me just make sure here about the rate for the belt. It's going to be a 120. So that's going to be a Mark II belt loading into the machines in order to balance it out a little better. Okay, so this one is underclocked to 50%. It's only going to give us 15 reanimated SAM per minute. And the other two are doing 30 and 30. That's a total of 75. Looking good. That is going to give us the ability to make 30 reanimated, or not the reanimated, the dark matter crystals, if I'm not mistaken. Then it's gonna load all into a container, come and wrap around, and then just load into our drone port here if I just connect it to power. So dark matter reanimated SAM loading. Let me just take a look here at the recipe. We're gonna do dark matter crystals. So if we take a look at this, it's going to require diamonds, so we have to get some coal over there some or another way. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do that. And then we also need to add in dark matter residue. That's why we need the SAM in order to get the dark matter produced, and then we can definitely get some dark matter crystals. That's going to be awesome. What have we got over here? This is going to be for the power shards. I wanted to do this. I've got the machines broken down for the moment just because I don't really think we're going to be doing it at this point. No, wait a minute. That was a mistake to do. Just have to come and cap off the roof, don't I? I think let's even use the normal roofs here. But we can definitely use a different material. I think let's go for the glass ones. Even though the top is definitely the only section that's going to have some light going into it, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be doing anything else inside of this building here. So I think like that should be fine. Then we can go over to the flat one and add the ridge to be in the middle section. Something just like that. So we can peek in from the top. I've got a little doorway there that I can access the machines if I ever need to come and do something with the rates here. But I don't think it's going to be necessary. Our very first little coal transportation that we did there for the steel production there by the hub. Not looking too bad. So I think we do need to head over in this direction. Oh, hey there, buddy. Definitely don't want to be messing with you. We've got a couple of geysers over here as well. Don't think I'll be using that. They fluctuate way too much. So not a good source for power. Still need to go straight. Oh, bugger. Yeah, that's going to be quite a drop. So you can see all the way from here that building has been shrunk down quite a bit. And I still want to do the inside as well. I just quickly want to come and show this. Our 2 coal power plants, then our fixed site trigons are being made within there. And then we got our time crystals being sent into this drone port. Not looking too bad at all though. But all of the reanimated SAM being sent to this production is being used up in order to do diamonds. And then turn them over into our time crystals here. So not too bad, but we are not going to be doing anything over this side. I'm going to head over to that location I was thinking of. And then let's take a look if we can start getting a dark matter production facility up and running. Now then, I think this might be as good a location as any. I can't believe there's a mesosphere over here. We got the hub there at the back. Then we got aluminum production over that side. And then we got a nice little open section. Let's just see if we can get a bit closer here to a power line in order to get some foundations down. And then take a look at how things are going to work out. This is just going to be improvised though. So snap it to the world grid just in order to keep everything in line. And I'm just going to go out, I don't know, let's say about 9 foundations. I'm just going to pick a random amount here. Because we do have to keep in mind that those converters aren't too big. But the one after that machine is ridiculously large. The quantum encoder, just look at the size of this thing. Okay, but nonetheless, let's take a look. I do want to build a converter room separate from the rest of the building. So I think we'll do a converter room and then we'll do a quantum encoder room and we'll have a particle accelerator room there at the back somewhere. And then we can take a look at how we can get the drones done. So I'm not exactly sure how many converters I'm going to be needing. Let's just get one down, get Dark Matter Residue. So this is going to take up 50. I want to try and balance it out that we can use 2 machines. So let's take that 75 that we got there and split it between the 2. So we do need 37.5 per minute, isn't it? No, that's going to be 18. That's ridiculously low. Wait a minute. Let's just do it the normal way. The way that I'm guessing most people would do it if they don't actually go and calculate everything. So we got 100 per minute, taking up 50. So this one just has to be underclocked in order to take up 25. And that should be 50%. There we go. So that's going to be 150 dark matter residue that we can get from this. And in order to send this into the next production, what do we need? It's going to be used where? In the dark matter crystals. Then we're going to need the diamonds. So we're going to need a particle accelerator room right next to this one. Oh boy, keep forgetting about the power lines. Let me just add a couple random ones here just so that I can continue flying here. Okay, so if that's going to be the converter room, we're going to have to expand this out a little bit further in order to fit the particle accelerators. Oh, this is going to be a massive building just to get a little bit of production. It is quite crazy. But we can definitely ramp it up as soon as we start getting the extra components in here. So if I take a look at this, it's going to be neat. I wonder. I need it to be facing towards each other, I think, for the particle accelerators. Then we can just merge it up to a belt here. Just do want to try and get them directly in line with one another. I think you can go about there. Shouldn't be too bad. So this is going to be dark matter crystal. It takes up diamonds and then the dark matter residue. So if that's going to take up 30 diamonds, what do we need? Oh bugger, we're going to need 1,200 coal per minute in order to do this, and we're going to need another separate particle accelerator room. So if we do this for the diamonds, I'm definitely going to need to set up a train. There's no way the drones can actually support this. I don't think so. There's just no way. So I'm just going to get the machines in place for today. Then I'll get the logistic works done off camera. So that's going to be 1,200 coal. Quite interesting. In order to just get a little bit of material. But not too bad. We can add a merger in between. Should be without any issue if I do it like this. But it seems like it's going to be clipping into this one. So let's move the machine a tiny bit. And I think that should sort it out. Somewhere right over there. I can always add a couple extra foundations and also add another shaping to the building. So this is definitely going to be a Mark 1 belt, because it's only 30 per minute. Going straight in there. I think this one needs to move over by 1 as well. Just in order to keep everything looking exactly the same. Also with the same gaps there. I think it needs to go over here. No, that's a little bit too far. Just bring it in a little bit more. So somewhere over there should be okay. Okay, that's fine. So they're going to be the same distance away from each other. Let's just select the recipes again so I don't forget what I have to produce here. And then I think that was completely wrong. I think I'm going to add a train station there at the back to unload. The thing is, just to connect it up to a rail work, do we even have any coal nodes close by? I don't think we do. Yeah, I think I've used up basically every coal node that I had in the immediate vicinity. No, wait a minute, we got a couple over here. So we got a pier, impure, a normal. Yeah, I think we might be able to do this. I don't know what that temporary thing is for. But it's going to be a heck of a problem getting it down and then bringing it over the side. But nonetheless, that's for off-camera work. So for the moment, those machines are placed down. I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to have to move these up a little bit as well. Just because what I'm trying to keep in mind is going to be closing up the factory as well. Because everything is going to be within its own separate building. And if I place it over there, either I'm going to have to move the machines back. Or we need to add another foundation. I think I'm going to be moving the machines. But I'll do that off camera. I'm just going to get this done. The machines will be placed exactly the same. Just a little bit further towards the back there. And then let's see if we can get the converters in place once again. Just to make sure everything is going to be nice and good. Can bring it a little bit more forward to give myself some gap there at the back. And also at the front if I need to run around the machines. I think that might be a good idea as well. So let's select the dark matter residue. And then where is the drone port going to be to unload this? Interesting. Since I'm going to be using a train over there, I don't think we really need to worry too much about this. Let's go and do that. And then under transport, where's the drone port? Just see if we can get it right up until the edge. Just right on top of the foundations. That should be good. And where's my wall with a conveyor connection? And then let's come and unload. I'm just going to be using a Mark 4 belt to unload. I don't think I need it, but just for in case, I'm going to go with the belt as high as I can without any problems. So we don't need to add a second part to this production, so one splitter on each side should be more than enough to handle this production. And then get you in there. How many do we need to load? Oh boy, autosave. So we need to load in 50. I can go with the Mark 1 belt into the machine. Shouldn't be any problem at all. And the power lines need to be at the back. I think that one was on the inside. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Alrighty then. So, get another wall in place. Just come and close this off a little bit. And take a look at where can I add the wall connection for the power line to come through and connect up to our drone port over here so we can start unloading some of the components. I think over somewhere around here should be okay for now. This is going to be reanimated. Oh boy. Reanimated SAM, not STAM. Whatever that is supposed to be. SAM Fluctuator. Oh my goodness, what the heck is going on here with the typing? Unload. There we go. Okay, that's better. I should have added Dark Matter at the front there as well, just because of the name for the other drone port. The Dark Matter. Let's come and select all of the drones here as well. We get another one that's going to unload our batteries here, because we're not really using anything at the moment. Both battery containers and the drone port somewhere way over there at the back is still absolutely full all the way. It's just causing quite a bit of a problem. And then I think we can just add this power line over to maybe, let's say, around this side and connect it to there. That will allow me to break this down. Okay, good. So for the most part, I got a bit of power. As soon as we start unloading those SAM fluctuators, we should be good to go. I'll manually load this up with some batteries real quick, because I do have quite a bit stored up for this exact reason. So we can start getting everything done here. Oh boy, I got way too much. Let's just add a random container over here for the moment until I get the battery drone down. I don't think we really need to worry about the rate that it's going to go from. Just drop in the rest of the batteries and that guy will start getting the components so we can start getting this dark matter residue. So then, do I want to add a fluid buffer? That's also something that I might have to take a look at. And that's going to be under what organization? Do I want to add a fluid buffer or not? I think so. Let's do it for the safety of just having some backlogged here, because I don't think this is like the aluminum production that's going to keep everything from running if something happens. Might be okay. Now then, we do need to add a pipeline in order to connect the two machines up here. What flow rate do we need? 200. So a pipeline Mark 1 should be okay for now. Until we start increasing the production, we might need a little bit more. So then just bring it out towards the wall and then back into there. Okay, this is going to be a little bit finicky in order to do it. You have to snap it into the location first, otherwise it's going to keep snapping into the machine there and causing a problem. What color is this? A pinkish color. I don't even think I have a color like that. Let's see if we can quickly get one. It's gonna be a very ugly color. Holy moly. Yeah, well, nonetheless, I think that is the color for the machine, so I have to do it. Just in order to get the pipelines in place here. Okay, good. So that should be our dark matter residue being sent in here to the fluid buffers. Then we can close off this building, I'd say around the side here. Not too bad. Okay, then we're going to have to take a look at getting the rest of the production done. especially for the crystals, because this is going to be the most annoying part to get done. I don't even have any coal that I can transport via drones for the moment. We can take a look if that's going to work or not. I think we can. Shouldn't be too much of a problem just to go out to those nodes there and add some power lines along with a couple of drones to just get the rest of that loaded. I think I'll add 2 drone ports over there and then 2 drone ports unloading over this side to just take a look and see if we can get the diamonds made real quick, and if we can get the diamonds we can get our dark matter crystals. So let's go and give it a go. Now then, for something interesting, it turns out I'm a complete idiot. I absolutely misjudged myself with the amount of components that I was going to use. So I broke down the other particle accelerator that I had over here, because we just need the one doing 30 diamonds per minute. I've still got the 2 coal nodes there with some drones. I definitely want to take a look if one is going to be enough. If not, then we'll just send over a second drone to go and collect some more coal over there. How's the battery still looking there? Yeah, we still got 500 left from 800, so that's not too bad. Just grab another 800 over here to get this production started as well. Ooh, this is going to be really interesting. How do I get this done? How do we get this? I think if we use a double wall, something like this over here at the bottom side somewhere. I think over here might be a little better even, because we can get this belt fed through there and then this belt fed through there. So that's not going to be an issue at all. They're not going to be clipping with one another. That's going to be a total of Mark 5 and a Mark 5 belt there as well. And then let's just unload from right over here. This is all just temporary, just so that we can get the production up and running and take a look at it and see if everything is going to work out the way that I want to. I don't think I'm going to be using the second drone port yet, but I'm just getting it placed down for now, and definitely will have to come clean up the wire network a bit later on. Oh, so much work to do, yeah. Just make sure if I break this one down, we can just quickly connect it back up again. That shouldn't be an issue. And then this first drone port, let's go ahead and say dark matter diamonds. I'll go and fix that. Diamonds unload, let's say 1. Just get this fixed here. And then let's come and take a look if we can get this done. So then diamond crystal loading, that should be fine. And unload at this one. I think this is going to be the 721. One was a normal node and the other one is a peer node that I decided to use. So that is going to be fine without any issue. Just go ahead and get this placed down like this here. I think we can even, oh my goodness, if I can just peek there. Just go ahead and get this done as well, so we can split it out from one container instead of having to add a couple more now. What the heck did I do over there? Supposed to load the fuel from on top and not from beneath the floor. That definitely won't work. And it seems like this is a bit offset. That's interesting. I wonder how did I get that one done like that. So I think a Mark II should be more than well enough. Let's just see if we can add this lift in a little better. Don't want to be looking all crooked here with this. I think that's going to be much better. Okay, definitely looking good. So let's come and add the extra batteries in there just to see if the drones will start flying. Especially the one that we did set up here, and see if we can get some dark matter crystals made. That would be phenomenal if that's gonna work. Come on, buddy. Not enough fuel, not loaded in yet. Come on. Should have enough. What's going on here? There we go. Now it's finally starting to load. It's going to take 6.2 per trip, but this one is taking 7.3. And if we go over to the pier node, this one is going to take up a little bit more. I do need to add a drone and also select the route before it would do anything. But it should be on its way. And then we'll get our first set of diamonds. And next up is going to be dark matter crystal. This wall is going to have to be broken down. It's not going to work over here. So let's just get it all opened up again here as well. And we're so close to the hub. Absolutely phenomenal. I was busy making some turbo motors in order to get some of the other production placed down as well. But nonetheless, that should be it. As soon as we get our first dark matter crystals, this is absolutely going to be phenomenal. I should have enough for a dimensional depot so we can start storing everything up. We'll split it up there from the top section if we really need to send it out somewhere, but for the moment I think this should be fine. Just need to connect this one up to power as well. Now the residue is flowing in at 150 a minute, I think, because this one needs to be underclocked to 25. So that's going to give us 50 and 100. Then over here we're supposed to send in 600 coal in order to get 30 diamonds, which is all going to be used up within this one, getting 30 diamonds in and giving us 30 dark matter crystals per minute. I think that should be good. The production will definitely start running in just a moment, as long as that drone is going to come back here. It all depends on how much this guy's going to be able to carry. I might have just actually left this other drone port and just sent the second drone to the same loading port, because if he's only taking up, what's that, maybe like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 stacks that he's taking, the other 9 stacks the other drone can come back and collect. So I think we should be okay. So 9 stacks of 200 is going to give us 1,800. I just wonder how quickly this is going to run out though. But nonetheless, we're going to start dark matter production in just a moment. I'm just going to get everything ticked off here because it should work. I wonder what's going on there with my to-do list. I did try and edit it to have everything in line, but it just didn't work out, so I had to go and change it again. Okay, so we got just over 800 here. Everything is already unloading, which is really good. Particle accelerator is starting to run. That is phenomenal. Our diamonds are being moved over this side, and there we go. We got dark matter crystal, and this is being produced quite quickly though. Oh boy, I forgot something. Let's just add a belt in here to unload everything, and we should be good. There we go. We got our first couple of dark matter crystals. Absolutely phenomenal. So that's gonna be it for this episode, just the start to this production. I'll decide where the rest of the machines are gonna be and how the building is gonna be placed together in order to get the rest of all of our SAM production done here. So I'm gonna cap everything off, add in some windows, try and make it look a little bit more decent, and then we can take a look at getting the rest done in the next episode. So this is only the first part of doing dark matter, and then let's get to it. I do hope I see you there. Thanks for watching. Alpha Blazed Gamer out.